Craig Reese with Hollywood Junket, and we are bringing you 3 interviews from this season's contestants of The Voice today to finish up the week. I'm so excited. Our first interview is going to be with CammWess from Team Legend. After that, we'll have Zan Fiscum, and then we'll finish off with Joanna Sarenko. So Cam is already on the call. He's going to join in a second, but I'm very excited to talk to CammWess. We have not get to talk to him yet. This is the first time I'll be interviewing him, so I'm very excited that he was available today. And yeah, I'm going to see how he's feeling, how he's doing. Let's try to bring him in right now. And it looks like it's working. He should be popping up right now. Yes, CammWess. How's it going?
Oh, I cannot complain. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I think we're going to have a little bit of technical issues. I can tell already, but we'll wait just a second. Cam, if you can hear, I am super jealous of the Mortal Kombat arcade behind you. I've got my Etch-a-Sketch and my old school Game Boys down here, so
I love it. This was a gift from my dad, but I probably get more use out of it than he does.
That's awesome. Super jealous already. All right, so first off, how you doing with all this quarantine stuff? How's that going?
Man, it's crazy. The world is in like some crazy like Twilight Zone right now with how everything has to just kind of come to a halt, and we all have to get used to living our lives so differently. But I love the spirit you can see in everybody of just kind of pushing through anyway. I think it's bringing out the best in some people. I like to see that.
Yeah, I've actually developed some pretty good habits.
Yeah.
Hope to continue after all this is done, but yeah.
I hear that. Trying to keep up in like workout routines and stuff like that. You actually have time to do it now, so yeah, it's nice.
Well, I mean, you mentioned that it's a crazy time, but on top of all this, you're also competing in this small little singing competition, so I think it's a little bit different for you. And what I want to start off with questions with is this last performance on Monday. First of all, what made you choose Ain't No Sunshine? And also you played with your guitar, I think only one other artist maybe that night, used another instrument. Like, what was your decision-making process on that?
Yeah, Ain't No Sunshine is a song that's very near and dear to my heart. I love Bill Withers. His songs, Grandma's Hands, Ain't No Sunshine, Lovely Day, like just everything about who he is and his style as an artist is really woven into who I am. Honestly, you look at his like body of work and he's singer-songwriter while also being R&B, while also being a little funky at the same time. So I just love that was his approach to music. And because Ain't No Sunshine is a song that you can pretty much hear at any gig of mine, and obviously we had the unfortunate passing of Bill Withers, I thought there was no better way for me to kind of honor him than to use this huge platform I have at the moment to kind of dedicate that to him. I thought it was just something that I had a responsibility to do. Yeah.
Well, it was a great performance, and obviously everyone agreed because you were voted safe first. So, congrats on that beat. That was awesome. It was such a tough night to go into because we were losing 8 people. Like, that was almost half the group. When did you know that they were going to be cutting 8 people, and what was your reaction?
Well, yeah, I don't even know exactly when I found out that the cut was going to be as dramatic as it was. But when I did, I mean, you develop friendships and relationships with these people. It's like, oh my goodness, like whether it's me that's on the end of that chopping block or one of my friends here, it's a sad story because, you know, there's going to be that wall that's there now because we're not going to have time to have that communication whereas we did before. It was it's a sad moment, but you know, the show must go on, the show must happen, so you kind of have to deal with it, but it's really like one of those things where you're like, oh my gosh, that's my friend, that's my buddy, you know, it's a weird feeling.
I talked to Mandy Thomas, who was eliminated on Monday, and one of the things that we talked about was it's so sad that you don't get to have that moment, at least with your coach, just to give like a physical hug, a face-to-face interview, you know, and those times will come, I think, eventually, but it's such a different season than it's been before, you know?
Right. Right, right. Yeah, it would be nice to be right there on stage, maybe a couple feet away from your coach. But like you said, though, and I saw this tweet, I think it was, where I think Kelly Clarkson mentioned in a tweet that, she was inviting Mandy to come out to Vegas at any time. And I'm like, okay, see, that's the beauty of it all. It's like we've made these connections. And even though we can't be together right now, like, we've almost become peers with these people who are legends in their field. So it's really beautiful. Again, going back, you kind of see the beauty of everyone in this situation too. So that was wonderful. I love to see that.
Absolutely. This is definitely forging friendships and relationships and partnerships for a very long time. What I think is also interesting is, though we're talking about how it's kind of sad not to do the live show, there also are benefits of doing it from home. I mean, I feel like y'all are getting this huge learning experience on how to set up all this equipment at home and do sound checks. Yeah. And so you're continuing on, you'll be performing again on Monday.
Right.
What should we expect from you on Monday, and how is that preparation going?
Yeah, so Monday, I'll have another shot at it. I will have another chance to show kind of America, who I am as an artist. And I look back on my performances, my time on The Voice, and I had a chance to do R&B. I had a chance to do pop. I had a chance to do a little bit of blues with Bill Withers. And so I kind of want to continue on this trend of showing America that I'm the kind of person that believes there's only two types of music: good music and bad music. So I don't want to get bogged down in genres. So I want to kind of continue that trend. And so that's all I'll say about it. I hope people like it. It's a little different, but it's something that's really special to me. We all got a chance to dedicate it to a fan of our choosing. And so I really hope that they appreciate my outside the boxness of it all, but it's a little different.
I think I love that process and that method. I think that's really cool. I did see one question pop up that I'm actually kind of interested in. So I think the question was, can you give advice on how to switch from your chest voice to your head voice? Or it may have been vice versa.
Oh,
but yeah.
Advice. In the process of switching between the two, I would say get each of them as strong as you can on their own. And then when you finally find that breaking point as to where that is, just keep attacking it. And because, kind of nothing is going to get better unless you continuously work on it. And the same thing goes with accessing different levels of your voice. I will say you can work as hard as you want to, but if you're not using the proper technique for something, you're never going to get it. So even spend time learning, the proper technique, the proper way to even go about thinking about attempting something like that. I'm fortunate enough to, before The Voice, I was actually in school for choral music education. Yep. And so I had the opportunity and can still have the opportunity to learn vocal techniques and how to go about approaching things with the voice that I want to learn. But for someone who's not in college, YouTube is your friend, man. Just go on there and hear people talk, just listen and soak it all in. But definitely getting both of those areas as strong as they can, and when you find that break, just keep attacking it and keep practicing.
What have you learned the most from considering your voice?
Oh man, well, I think one thing I'll take away, my biggest thing I learned probably has more to do with performance quality than vocal quality. Mm-hmm. But one thing vocally I took away was that rest is your friend, and different little things to help rejuvenate the voice and keep it fresh. Any chance you get to research, what's best practice for that, look it up, because man, it's a marathon, a little bit of a show, and really kind of comes down to who is going to be the one that can last the longest vocally. But I would say the biggest thing I learned performance-wise was how to arrange a song for a moment like you have on the show. I think I've always arranged songs for gigs. So I arrange a song with the intention of, I'm going to have 3, 4, and 5, 6 songs to leave an impression on my audience. Whereas when you're on the show, you have one song, you have 2.5 minutes, and you better say everything you got to say in that. And I'm like, okay, that is a different approach for me. And so that was my biggest takeaway, is how to create that moment within that one performance. And I really am grateful for that, because hopefully, I will have performances in the future where, people come and ask me just to do one song on this giant stage. And now The Voice has kind of taught me how to go about arranging that to deliver the message that you really want to deliver.
That's awesome. I love that answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kind of more of a silly one. Chrissy Teigen is obviously a super fan of the show. Did you get a chance to meet with her before all this mess went down?
So that is actually a question I get a lot. Is like on these Skype calls with John, like, do you ever get a chance to see Miles or Luna or Chrissy? And I have to answer that with a regretful no. I don't know if that's something I have to ask John about, or we got to get on the same page about. But I've even been on Zoom calls with him, all right, can you slide to the side a second? Is Chrissy back there? Is she in the room? I know she's doing something fantastic and interesting wherever she is. So what is she doing? But I have not had a chance to see her or any of his lovely children. Not yet. Hopefully we can continue this friendship, and maybe one day.
Well, sorry to repeat a question you've had to answer a lot, but
that's fine. I love it.
So. Well, I will let you go. Actually, thank you so much, and for everyone that's watching right now. Obviously, you're a fan of CammWess. He won this first round, Rogan, but he's still going to need your vote. So if you're a fan, please watch Monday night live again, and then vote over that next 12, 14, whatever, how many hours you have to vote. The app there too, and let's keep him in and try to get him in for the for the finale. I think is after that week. So this thing's wrapping up.
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in, and please continue to support. And thank you, sir, for having me on here. This means a lot. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It was our pleasure. And hopefully we'll get to talk to you next week after you get again.
There it is, yes.
Awesome. Well, have a great weekend, CammWess. I'll talk to you later.
Same to you.
And that'll wrap it up for now. But like I said, we have 2 more interviews coming up this afternoon. Zan Fiscum will be on just in a couple minutes, I think in about 15 minutes, 2 o'clock Pacific time. And then a few hours after that, we will have Joanna Sarenko. So please come back and enjoy our interviews. And until then, we'll see you next time. I'm Craig Reese with Hollywood Junket.